Welcome back to Better Living. I'm Stephanie Martinez in for Charity Freeman. Today, to kick us off here for Better Living this morning, we have one of our favorite individuals who just continues to join us quite often, which we love. We have Jeremy Baumhauer with us from iHeartGlassCity.com. Thanks for coming.
Look at you. And until you, I actually thought it was Charity that was here, and I looked over. I'm like, oh, no, it's Stephanie.
Nope, you getting me today, so I'm so glad that you're the one that's here because you always have big things going on here in the Glass City.
I think I'm appreciated because I know how to fill time.
That is not it at all.
And but I always have something going on. And right now, when you guys reached out last week to book me, and I talked about it previously, we at iHeart Glass City teamed up with Cozy Dental, had a Mother's Day mouth makeover. And we're trying to get it in right around Mother's Day, but because of we had to take nominations and there was a screening process to try to figure it out. Well, last week, I was told to show up. They're going to pick a winner. So it was agreed that we're going to do one mom's mouth. And I had 2 weeks before went and interviewed these women individually. We put it on video and just kind of got their stories, and they're all compelling stories.
Well, which kind of, I have to ask, what did you need to qualify to be a part of this makeover?
You just had to have someone nominate you, your mom, whatever it was, that if you felt that your mom's mouth needed some love and that she was a deserving person. And we got flooded with people.
Of course you did.
Yeah, and it was very, very, very nice. Cozy Dental has been changing my life. They, something that no one would talk about, I had really bad teeth. It was like I had a flipper, like I just hit it well. That's why in those pictures you've never seen me smile. I guess not. So they've been addressing my things, which has been beautiful. And I just feel better. A lot of weight was lifted. So I wanted to, when they came to me and said, hey, we want to do that for a mom, I was like, that's awesome. So we went, I solicited, we came on this show a couple of different times. We had a great response. And I went through and they got it down to 5 stories, and I don't know how they picked out the 5 stories. So I got called last week, and I get pulled in. I have my own camera crew. We'll show it probably next week or so. I'll come back and we'll show the piece. Well, not to put you on the spot, but can you share some of those 5 stories or a bit from those 5 stories this morning? Just kind of share a little bit with us. Right now, in a minute, yeah, this is Lori, and Lori's a Toledo mom, okay? So they have Lori up, and Lori was our winner. And this is the woman they said, hey, we're going to pick her. And when I say a Toledo mom, she just fits that category perfectly. Anything her family needs monetarily, she takes her quote-unquote teeth money, and she would give it to whatever. So like buying her son a car, always being there for babysitting. In fact, in the 2 weeks that I took, and the woman on the right's her daughter, Bree, who wrote the nomination. In the 2 weeks, so I went from an interview to telling her last week that she won. She has little Pomeranians, and one of them had, out of nowhere, some type of kidney failure. So her teeth money that she had assessed for that went to fix her dogs. And I thought that was a perfect category. And right now what you're seeing is so she has dentures. Those are dentures. You can see how they were just really, really bad teeth. They're just bad. She had no lowers. So she just never was able to take care of her mouth. She put her kids first. And she has that great energy that when she would jump into the room, she fills the room with her energy, but at the same time, she's hiding her mouth. Right. And I could relate to that. So we got to tell her last week that she was one of our winners, which was beautiful. But when I first got there to Cozy Dental, I got pulled aside by, and it's a family, it's truly Dr. Paul and his 2 daughters. They're dentists, which is weird, and they have this great, weird, like it's really entertaining to watch them because it's loving and old school. So I got pulled aside by Marcia, who's the mom and the wife of Dr. Paul, and she's like, hey, we couldn't pick one, so we went with 2. That's amazing. And that, like, that was just like, you feel your lip quiver, your eyes are getting, the room's getting dusty. So out of nowhere, I got to tell 2 people. So this is Dodie, and Dodie is a person who, just like Lori, puts her family first. So Dodie here, she works in the public. She kind of works in like a senior community type of thing. And she was always hiding her left side of her face. So her story is, and as we can see, so that's what she was hiding. Gotcha. So, and she had some front tooth stains from like a cap that just went bad. It was just killing her because she's outgoing and she's dealing with the public. Well, her story is her husband and father of her 3 children had been battling a mental disease, and the mental disease wins. I don't want to go specifics.
That's fine.
And so she was thrust into the role of being a single parent. Well, a month and a half ago, she wakes up and she finds out that her sister and her best friend dies suddenly overnight, leaving 2 nephews. Without question, she goes, and now she's got 2 babies that she's there and being the mom for. And it was that family first attitude that the Cozy really connected with.
Right.
Lori, the woman from first, that we were showing you first, her son gets married in August. So Dr. Jackie got married last year. She knew how important wedding photos were. So that story connected with her. So it's not a quick process because, I mean, there's implants going, and that's 4 or 5 months.
Right.
But for Lori, that's a double set of dentures. That'll be brand new. They'll be doing some other things. We got, I think it's Modern Chic and Salon Spa are going to take care of her for the day.
How nice.
To make it perfect. But yeah, this came from just the heart of Toledoans. And that was the 2 winning. There's still a mom out there that I want to take care of, that I was like, oh my God. But thankfully I didn't get the vote.
Well, I know it would have to be very hard for you to vote, knowing all of these stories. Again, all very deserving women of this. So congratulations to those winners. And, of course, all mothers out there, thank you for all that you do. Jeremy, you're not done with us just yet. You're going to be back when we come back right here to Better Living. We're going to get their reaction. I'd like to know how they reacted to finding out that they actually won this, plus what else iHeartGlassCity.com is doing right now. We'll have that and much more coming up here on Better Living when we return.